last little quick tip video. This one is on meal planning. I have 5 tips for you in this video to help hopefully make your meal planning and prepping a whole lot easier. Like I said in the other videos, I'll dig into this a little bit further as time goes on, I'm sure, and kind of show you some of the things I'm doing, and you can share some of the things you're doing. We can help each other, especially if there are other working mamas who are homeschooling out there. I would love to hear your tips. But here is what has worked for me over the years as I have juggled work and homeschooling. The first thing is something that I actually started doing, let me think, probably 3 or 4 years ago. I started doing a monthly meal plan. So I had been doing a weekly meal plan. I have no idea why I was doing that. And I switched to a monthly meal plan. So I create an entire meal plan for a month, and we stick to that until we get tired of it. This frees up so much of my time, right? Because when I was sitting there like meal planning, I'm sure you can relate, every single week you're like looking for recipes, and then you have to look for all the ingredients, and then you have to create the grocery list. When you automate this and create one monthly meal plan that you just hang on to until you get tired of it, you can even type up the grocery list that you need for each of those weeks and just keep repeating it. All right, the second thing is take one day to prep all of your meals. This makes life a ton easier. And it's something that I have to get back into the routine of doing because I've fallen into this thing where I have like a lot more time. So I'll just kind of, prep as I go. Now that my time's going to be more limited, I have to just be more diligent about, usually my prep day is on Sunday because that's typically just a slower day for us. On Saturday, a lot of times we have soccer and other things going on. And so what I will do is I will prepare all of our snacks. So say I want to make a trail mix for the kids. I'll prepare all of that trail mix on Sunday. So it's just ready to scoop out and then put in baggies or containers or whatever we're carrying it in. All of the vegetables that I'm going to be cooking with or that we're going to be eating, I chop up and I put in mason jars, or in even fruits. I like doing that with strawberries because if you put strawberries in a mason jar, they just stay fresher longer. And it's a great way to grab something and snack on it. There was a period of time where I was prepping our lunches and breakfasts and meal prep containers. So I would do meals like mini pancakes and yogurt and a fruit salad and put it in a container and put enough in there for a few days or, the full 5-day week. For lunches, I would make mac and cheese, slice up some vegetables with ranch and maybe put pudding in there and then put that in the refrigerator. So then all the kids had to do is just grab out their breakfast, grab out their lunch, and we could go. Something else you can do is put your crock pot meals. I'm really big on crock pot meals, especially in busy seasons. Those and freezer meals are lifesavers when you are in a busy season. And so even something as simple as the night before, just prepping all the things that you're going to dump in the crock pot. Now, not every recipe you can do that, but there are a lot that you can do. You can just dump it in a gallon-sized bag, seal up the bag, put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day all you have to do is dump it in the crock pot, set your crock pot on the temperature it needs to be on, and then you're ready to go. All right, tip number 3 is consider buffet style. This is so simple and easy. Typically, in the morning, if we're doing a buffet style breakfast, I'll put out a loaf of bread with the toaster, maybe some cereal, hard-boiled eggs, maybe I'll fry up some bacon and have it sitting out, a fruit salad, and everybody will just kind of go through and grab what they want. And then the last person through or the last couple people through will put everything away. And then typically at that point, then we're sitting down for Bible and doing Bible together and everybody's fed, and it's just a quick, smooth process. Something else that we like doing is hot dog bars or baked potato bars or salad bars for lunch. So literally what I do is I say we're doing a hot dog bar. I stick the hot dogs in the oven. I pull out the buns, the ketchup, the mustard. Sometimes we dice up onion or I'll put chili on the stove and some relish. And then once the hot dogs are done, I set them on the stove top. All the stuff for it is setting out. Say we have cut up vegetables or a vegetable tray with that. I'll set the vegetable tray out, and then the kids will kind of help themselves and get what they want. One of my favorite ways to fix lunch that's really easy is getting a huge vegetable tray. Now that our kids are getting older, it's like 4 vegetable trays. And I'll cut up vegetables. I'll put ranch in the middle. I'll put some lunch meat and cheese on there, some crackers, some cut up fruit. What else? Am I forgetting anything? Some fruit dip. And I will just stick that on the counter or stick it on the table, and the kids will just grab and eat what they want. The wonderful thing about that is we have a refrigerator with drawers, so I can just stick those trays down in the drawer if they don't finish it, and then there are their snacks for the rest of the day already on there. Just cover it over, put them in the fridge, and then the kids can eat throughout the afternoon and evening as they want to. All right, the next one, talking about not spending a lot of time in the kitchen, is I try to put on dinner when I'm fixing lunch. That way I'm spending one time in the kitchen. I'm not fixing lunch, going to do something, and then coming back to try to fix dinner, but I'm just doing it all at once. So while I'm kind of putting out lunch or fixing lunch, my kids are getting older, so a lot of times they fix their own lunch. I start prepping dinner. That way dinner is on, and so we can eat. My goal now with the kids all being in activities is for us to eat no later than 5 o'clock. Or at least have it packed by 5 so we can take it with us and eat wherever our activities are, because that's just the season of life we're in right now. All right, the final thing I'm going to say in this video is just keep it simple. I think sometimes we try to overcomplicate things when we can just keep it simple. You know, even with meals, I remember trying to fix all these extravagant meals for my family, and then I don't even remember when the switch happened, when I stopped doing that and I started moving to more practical meals, but at some point it happened. And instead of trying to fix something extravagant, I would fix like a salad and baked potatoes and, you know, a dessert with it. Or, you know, instead of making, you know, this big, I don't know, green bean casserole, I would just chop up some fruits and vegetables to have with like our main side, or, you know, a salad. Try to keep it simple and try to do things that you can prep ahead of time so that you're not using your whole evening scrambling around trying to fix dinner, or your whole afternoon scrambling around trying to fix lunch. And stick to that meal plan. That makes it easy too, because then you're not spending a lot of time trying to think, well, what are we having today? I don't know. What ingredients do we have in the pantry? If you already have that meal plan, all you have to do is glance at it and you already know what you're going to have. Makes it super easy. I will see you in the next one. I hope this is helpful for you, and as always, enjoy the road of life.